Can you put a 1 if you can hear me? Put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. It is like school, universal practical knowledge. And what we teach is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they are the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. We the I.S.U.P.K. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, any Muslim mosque, or anything like that. We the home of the truth. And my topic today, man, is scripture breakdown class. And my topic today is U.P.K. defending Kyrie Irving, man. You know, of course, we know what's been going on in the news and things like that. You know, Kyrie having, you know, pretty much did nothing but post a link to a book in a series called Christ, like a book in a series to Hebrews to Negroes. It's a book called Hebrews to Negroes. He posted telling that Hebrews became Negroes, man. So that reverts back to the Negroes being Hebrews in the past. That's what Kyrie Irving posted, and he got in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They call it anti-Semitism and everything like that. We understand exactly what they're doing. We understand exactly, you know, what they're trying to say. You know, and use guile and use you know, be a snake in the grass and stuff like that. You know, to make him a bad person. You know what I'm saying? To make him out like he said something wrong, like he committed a crime or something like that when he didn't. But that's what we're gonna go over today. But we're gonna also prove, you know, exactly why we actually the children of Israel, and exactly why Kyrie is right, and the false and the hypocrisy in America, and the hypocrisy that they give out, and they keep saying, you know what I'm saying, to Kyrie Irving and other things, that's proven them to be some hypocrites and liars, man. And history tells it all. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. So first, man, I'm gonna get into I'm gonna start with Jeremiah 14:2, man. So if you get there with me, go ahead and follow along. Jeremiah 14:2. All right, Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. All right, the first thing it says is Judah mourneth, man. Judah. Who is Judah, man? Who is Judah according to the Bible? If anybody can answer, if you're looking, who is Judah according to the Bible? Any takers? If not, I'll go ahead and answer it. All right. Well, Judah, according to the Bible, is the Jews, man. That's what it's talking about in this context right here. It's talking about the Jews, man. It says Judah mourneth. It's talking about the Jews. And the gates thereof languish, man. They said the gates thereof languish. That means the gates aren't being held up. You know what I'm saying? The gates, they're not being protected. You know what I'm saying? They have no defense and no force around them, man. And it says Judah mourneth. Judah is sad, man. They're in mourning. They're in poverty. You know, they're stricken down, man. That's what it's talking about right here. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground. Right here it says they are black unto the ground. Of course, we have, a lot of people talking about, we don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, when it says they are black, they want to say, oh, it's not talking about color. What in the world do you think that would possess you to think that it couldn't be talking about color? You think that's new or something? You think it's new for somebody to be calling us black in history or something like that? You think that's a new thing? You think that's a new trend? Maybe in these last years, from us coming into slavery from the 1800s. You think that's something new that they've been calling us black? No, they've been calling us black for generations, for decades, man. For millennials, man, they've been calling us black. That's not a new thing. They've been calling us that since the ancient days, man. They called our prophets black. You know what I'm saying? Which we're gonna get into later. That's not new. That's not a new thing. There's nothing new under the sun. Is what what scriptures say also. There's nothing new under the sun. They haven't been calling us black since you were born, man. They've been calling us that. That's not a new. All right. So right here, when it says they are black into the ground, it is talking about skin color. That's what Jeremiah 14:2 is talking about. They are black into the ground. Into the ground, man. You dig up the ground, of course you get multiple shades of brown, man. You know what I'm saying? You got your sand, you got your clay, you got your soil. You know what I'm saying? You got any different kind of shades of brown that you got on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And they got plenty more that you could look at. Just different shades of brown. That's to say they are black into the ground. And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Saying the cry of Jerusalem has gone up. Of the homeland, Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? It said the cry of Jerusalem has gone up. Wherever the Jews were, which was in Jerusalem, it has gone up to the Most High. He hears the cry of the Jews, man. He hears the cry of those people suffering, you know what I'm saying, amongst our people. You know what I'm saying? It's gone up to the angels, taken to the Most High. And he hears our cry. So that's exactly, what that is talking about. It's talking about the Jews that are being black, according to these scriptures. All right. So we're gonna move on a little bit more. Let me get I'm gonna get Job. No, I'm not gonna get Job. Yeah, I'm gonna get Job 30:30, man. Let's keep on moving on. We get some more color scriptures because people like to say color ain't in the Bible when it is. When people understand that the Most High most definitely held this Bible up. You know what I'm saying? These scriptures up because He knew that people we were going to need a defense and an understanding to know exactly what these people look like. You know what I'm saying? Have a description of the Jews. Because how is she going to know who these people are in the scriptures, man? You know what I'm saying? We already got the curses. But if you want descriptions, we have plenty of scriptures that give descriptions of what these people look like in the Bible, or who the Lord's chosen people look like, and who they were. So let's get I'm gonna get Job 30:30. All right, Job 30:30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. This is Job talking, man. My heart is also turned to mourning, my organ into the voice of them that weep. This was Job was going through an affliction, man, in the scriptures. He said, my skin is black upon me, but my bones are burned with heat, man. He was going through affliction. And this is most definitely talking about a color in the Bible. This is most definitely talking about his skin, because it says his skin is black upon me. It's verbatim. He's telling you that his skin is black. All right? It's not rocket science. We ain't got to sit there and try to break this down too any longer. That's what he said. So that's what it is. So, if we can move on, we're going to keep going. Get some more color scriptures. I'm going to get Song of Solomon 1:5. All right. Song of Solomon 1:5. I am black, but comely, O daughters of Jerusalem. He said, I am black, man. He said, I'm black, but comely. Of course, we have heard this plenty of times. Like they used to say back in the day. They don't really say that too much today, you know what I'm saying? But you almost equate it with, being black and beautiful, being black and proud. He said, but I'm black, but I'm comely. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm black, but I look good, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't old daughters of Jerusalem. He's spitting to the daughters of Jerusalem, man, because Solomon loves women. You know what I'm saying? He said, as the tents of Kedar. The tents of Kedar, that means he was dark. And as the curtains of Solomon. He's saying that they were black. He's saying, I'm a dark man. That's what he was saying, man. He wasn't making up anything different. He just gave you a description of what he was looking like. You know what I'm saying? And he said that to the daughters of Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? Well, he said, don't look at me because I am black. In verse 6, because I am black, because the sun have looked upon me. The sun have looked upon him, man. The sun has made his skin darker, is what he's saying. Look not upon me because I'm black, because the sun had looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me, and they made me the keeper of thy vineyards. But my own vineyard I have not kept. All right. So we're gonna keep going. All right. Let's keep on rolling, man. I'm gonna get Acts 13:1. It's just the introduction of showing color in the Bible, man. We're gonna get into some more. Acts 13:1. All right. Now, there were this is Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and certain teachers. It says now that we're at the church that was at Antioch. Antioch was a school, man. It was a school where Paul was teaching too. You know what I'm saying? And it says certain prophets and teachers. There were certain prophets and teachers. It's not giving a specific description, but there were certain prophets and teachers. Just like we have in the I.S.U.P.K now, there are certain prophets and teachers that were teaching. Just as well as I'm doing now, right now. As Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger. Niger is how you spell that word. Niger. That word right there, we're going to look up right now. Should have got the Zondervan, but I'm looking it up right here. Niger, man. Prophets, that was called Niger, man. All right. First of all, there's a country in Africa called Niger, right? Which we were always, throughout the Bible, we was mistaken for being Egyptian. We was mistaken for being an African, you know what I'm saying? And we hid amongst Africans, you know what I'm saying? Christ and his mother and father took him to Egypt to hide, you know what I'm saying? They mistake Paul for an Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? The Roman Empire mistaken him for being an Egyptian. They called him that. Because they thought just because he had dark skin. But Paul specifically told you that I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. All right, this is Niger, Latin. It's a Latin word for black, man. Straight up and down, it's Latin word for black. That's what the word Niger means, man. It means black. Today, you see them put the extra G in there, you know what I'm saying? Because we were black. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they would call us. Same thing they called us back then is the same thing they call us now. And today you can say nigger or Niger, the same thing. They called us that back then. This is not making anything deeper than what it is. They literally put this in the Bible to show you exactly what they called us. Just simply what they called us. Because it happened often, just like it happens today. They called us Niger. It's not giving a deep meaning or nothing. There's nothing else to it. They simply told us exactly what they called us back then. All right? Or some people would say Niger or whatever. It don't matter how you how you pronounce it. What it means is what it means. It means black, which the word nigger means black. That's why they would call us that as a derogatory term. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me start from the top. There were certain prophets. It's like it. There were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul, man. Which was talking about Paul right there. That's what they called it back then. All right? All right, we're going to move forward. We're going to continue to sit here talking about, we're going to bring up Kyrie, you know what I'm saying, things that's going on with that brother, you know what I'm saying, being falsely accused for being anti-Semitic, as they want to call it. But we're going to get into all that. We're going to show you exactly what being anti-Semitic is. That's what we're going to show you exactly what being anti-Semitic is. Because what he's doing is not anti-Semitic. Right? All right, let me get Deuteronomy. I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 7:6. I'm gonna go back to Deuteronomy, and we know who was running it back in Deuteronomy. A man named Mashah, or as you would say in English today, Moses, was running things back then. All right. This is what we are to the Most High. All right. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. It says, for thou art an holy people. The word holy meaning separate. That means set apart. All right. That means different. All right. That's what the word holy means. And it said, we are that to the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Okay. So us in I.S.U.P.K, we claim to be those people, man. You know what I'm saying? Rightly so, because we back it up with history, archaeology, and prophecy according to the scriptures. But you got people in the land of Israel right now that wear yarmulkes, that like to wear tar hats like Abraham Lincoln, and got some gold coat, some locks on the side of their head with an effed up fade. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wear. And it looks silly. We got people in the land of Israel right now that's calling themselves the holy people unto the Lord thy God. All right? Let's keep going. I'm going to verse 7. The Lord thy God, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you are more in number than any other people. He said the Lord didn't set his love upon us because we were more in number, because we had the most numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have the most numbers. If you look at the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, many accounts where we were either going to war or where we were outnumbered, the Lord looked at us and he was with us. Anytime we had less people believing, less people following, you know, his commandments, he still chose us. He still was with us just because we were leading the Most High. Whoever would stand against the empires and the wickedness, you know, of Esau and the wickedness of these other nations, that's who the Lord was with. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't give a damn about numbers, man. He don't care about numbers. Yes, we have a book called Numbers, but that's only because we were ordering our people up through our lineages and setting our families in order. That's the only reason it's called Numbers, but not because the Lord is with us because we have the most people. Like it says, the Lord did not set his love upon you because you were more in number than any other people, and ye were the fewest of them all. He said we were the fewest of them all. Especially during this time, we didn't have the most people of our nation. This is Deuteronomy. Our nation was just getting started even during this time. We was just multiplying in Deuteronomy up in this time. We didn't have the most people coming up. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord still set his favor upon us. Verse 8. But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers. And who did the Lord swear unto our fathers, man? Who did he give oath to back then? If anybody can answer, who did the Lord give to our fathers back then, man? Who did he swear unto? Who did he give a promise to? If anybody can answer. Oh yeah, by the way, shalom, brothers and sisters, man. Shalom, Naya. Shalom, Daquan. Shalom, sister Zamara. Shalom, Matayala. Shalom, Ratazak. Shalom, sister Naima. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim It's like a Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, I thought about Shem Shah says out of Myrtle Beach. Who did the Lord swear to our fathers? Who did he give that oath to? If y'all can remember. Any takers? All right. If nobody can answer, I'll give it to you for time's sake. All right. So right here it says, verse 8, it says, because the Lord loved you and because he would keep his oath which he has sworn unto your fathers. Our forefathers are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? Straight up now. That's who the forefathers of the children of Israel is. You know what I'm saying? He sworn unto our fathers. He did it to Abraham first. Abraham had faith. Then he did it to Isaac because Isaac had obedience. He did it to Jacob because Jacob was willing to do anything for the Lord, which all three of them were willing to do. And they were friends of the Most High. And through that line, he gave that oath to make us a great nation. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. And that's in Genesis. That's what he had sworn unto our fathers. And then it says after that, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. All right? I'm going to tell you that the Jewish man, the Khazars, the ones from Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Germany, did have no history of being in Egypt at all. All right? That is just straight up and down. Somebody's the children of Israel on this earth. All right? We understand that I.S.U.P.K, we are sitting here saying we're the children of Israel. We get that. We know that. But if we didn't have no other evidence, we know they're not the children of Israel. What other people has been in the land of Egypt captive, man, and been scattered among the earth, man? How many of our people has been all over this doggone stinking planet, man? Who's been here? Who's been everywhere? It's been the children of Israel. The Jewish man cannot say that. They can't say that they've been everywhere. But they want to call us anti-Semitic for saying that we're the real Jews. Because we're making a claim to wanting to be God's chosen people. They make the same claim, but they're saying we're anti-Semitic. If they're making a claim, then they have to be anti-Semitic also. So somebody's being hypocritical, man. All right? Somebody's being hypocritical, and somebody's lying. So somebody's not telling the truth. They haven't been through these curses. All right? We're going to run through the curses real quick. I don't want to spend too much time because we're going to get on the subject of Kyrie Irving and exactly why he's right for saying what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And the generals have already been through this, but I'm going to close it out with this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who else going to talk about it. But I.S.U.P.K, we're going to defend Kyrie Irving because there's things that they're doing to our people and to brothers that just simply wanting to read and want to make and put out history and want to educate people on who they are. Because our people have been through hell for 450 years and plus years, man. Because we've been through hell all the time just because we want to find out our history and find out anything that can build us up, you know, from the oppression and being in captivity for years. We want to finally build each other up. We want to finally be a brother to one another and do something that makes a claim to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? For the Most High to bless us, so we can stop killing each other, so we can stop going against each other and stop making it whores out of our brothers and sisters and get off drugs and get out of the hood and out of the trenches. Now they want to make us seem we're anti-Semitic. They don't even want to give our brother his history. Because we want to make ourselves better. Because we want to build ourselves up as a people. They want to doggone come against us and come against our brother so they could shut him down and show him, oh, this is what we're gonna do to you, just to show you if you want to keep going this route. And other brothers like LeBron and Shaq and doggone Coon, Cam Coon, Charles Barkley, want to God doggone come against the brother and want to call and Shaq want to call him an idiot and things like that just because he want to tell us our history, man. That's crazy to me. We don't give a damn about what they got to say. They want to stay up there and live all good and delicious and think they're going to stay up there for long. Let them do that. We not coming for that. We're not coming for that. We're going to stand for what's the truth. You know what I'm saying? We the home of the truth. That's what we doing here. And I wish the brother Kyrie would doggone come on home in his doggone school, man. Because it don't make no sense that you want to make a claim to be the Lord's chosen people because you see that somebody had lied. He didn't even say much. He didn't even go into saying, the Jewish people lied. They're not the real Jews. He didn't even say all that, even though that's true. All he said is we went from Hebrews to Negroes, man. That's what he said. We went from Hebrews to Negroes. We used to be called Hebrews, the Israelites, to be called a Negro today. And they say that's a crime. They say that's anti-Semitic. That's what they say it is. So somebody's hiding something, obviously. If they taking it up like this, if they want to shut him down, if they want to make him apologize and things like that, then they know what's going on. Let's get. I'm gonna get that. Let's get it now. Let's see what anti-Semitic is. Let's see what Semitic means. All right. Let's get it. This is the definition of Semitic. All right. This is one. Relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, or Aramaic in certain languages such as Phoenician, Akkadian, constituting in a main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. Asiatic family. All right. So when it says Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, we know that those people right there, Hebrews, Arabics, and Aramaics, they all descend from Shem, right? Out of the Bible. According to the Bible, according to history, they all come out of Shem, right? That's the truth. Yeah, you had what's the three man? Ham, Shem, and Japheth. You got Ham, Shem, and Japheth. The Hebrews, Arabic, and Aramaic descend from Shem. That's where we descend from. We descend from Shem. All right. The Africans and Egyptians and other tribes, other nations descend from Ham because they're Hamitic tribes. And other people are like. All right, slack about it. Yeah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, and other nations descend from Japheth, but we descend from Shem. So if we say we're the real Jews, how is that anti-Semitic, man? How are we saying we're anti-Semitic? And people going over this many a times. It says Semitic, but we derive from Shem. All right. You realize that Esau, which is the Edomites, which is the white man of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, which devil means deceiver, a liar. That's all it means. It don't mean red man trying to make them seem demonized. It just means they're lying. They're liars and deceivers. That's what they do. They have deceived this earth. What can you say? Have they not? Can you say they haven't? Have they not raped, robbed, and pillaged the black, Hispanic, and Native Indians just to get what they want? Have they not done that? And are they people not sitting here benefiting off of what it is today and act like they've done nothing? You can't say that. They have. Right. So, by the way, we are Shemitic. We are from a Shemitic tribe. Don't be mistaken with a Hamitic tribe because we are not African. We have dark skin, but we're not African. So I'm gonna get into we're gonna finish out the last 10 minutes of the first hour on Deuteronomy 28. Alright, Deuteronomy 28:15. That's gonna start. Deuteronomy 28:15. You know what, we're gonna skip down. Alright, we're gonna do Deuteronomy 28:32. Alright, Deuteronomy 28:1. The chapter of Deuteronomy 28 gives the curses according to the Bible, man. What the children of Israel would go through, man, if they didn't listen to the Most High. They didn't listen to, follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? That our seeds and our generations will be cursed. There's curses, man. And of course, like what we said before, we don't want to think of these, these curses as some spooky thing or something weird going on. All you want to do is think of it as cause and effect. You want to think of it as if you listen to the Most High, you're gonna get disciplined. I mean, you're gonna get blessed. If you don't listen to the Most High, you're gonna get a disciplinary act. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing that the Most High has to do to you. You sit there and you smoke weed, you could possibly get cancer from them cigars. You know what I'm saying? You eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you get high blood pressure. It's just the result of it, because it's not meant for you to eat. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to keep going. Deuteronomy 28:32. This is a heavy curse, all right? Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in hand. All right, that's Deuteronomy 28:32. It said, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people. Our people are the people that has been given to another people. All right? Back then, in the 1800s, you could look how we have been sold on auction blocks, and then our people, our children have been sold or taken away to another plantation. And the mother's eyes, even the father's eyes, have been longing and failing all the day long. And there was no might in hand where they could get their children back. Some of them have never seen their children ever again back there again. You know what I'm saying? After they've been on the plantation. They've never seen their children again. All right? That's exactly what happened. All right? And today, if you want to fast forward to today, your children have most definitely given to another people. I describe as the tribe of I.S.U.P.K, which is the Mexicans. They most definitely have gone through this recently, trying to escape, trying to come over here in America for a better life, for comfort, you know what I'm saying? Because they're still suffering in America. Even the tribe of Levi tried to come over here for a better life. But specifically with the tribe of I.S.U.P.K, which is the Mexicans, our brothers, they and their sisters, they most definitely have had their children taken away, separated, man. To this day, that has happened to them. Trying to cross the border. They lost some of their children, being separated, man. At the border, trying to get into another, to another country. Their children been separated through a gate. They right here face to face. Some of the mothers had to breastfeed their children through the gate. Their babies. The father had the baby on the other side, and the mother was on the other side breastfeeding her child, man. And then after that, she never seen her child again. Some of them died on the way trying to get over here. You know what I'm saying? And some of them still being held because they don't have any other place to go. They don't have any resources. They don't have any money, so they're being taken care of almost like a reservation. You know what I'm saying? And another way you can also look at it as exactly how it is today. You know what I'm saying? Not homeless departments, but it's like what you call that thing? God damn it. What you call that thing when your children? Oh, okay. Damn. All right, you can look at abortions. That's one thing. Abortions. That's another way that your children can be given away. Or you can look at your children given away in foster care. That's what I'm looking for. Foster care. Your children be given away in foster care. That's your children being separated from you. You know what I'm saying? Or DSS. You know what I'm saying? Your children getting taken away. Child care services coming to take your child away. That's another way that your children have been taken away. Judah can relate to that. Levi and Benjamin most definitely could relate to that. The Negroes and Jamaicans most definitely could relate to that. Even the tribe of Simeon, the Dominicans, they can most definitely relate to that. That happens over in the DR all the time, in the Dominican Republic, even in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what happens. All right, we're going to keep going. All right, verse 45. Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments, his statutes, which he commanded thee. That's what happened to us, man. In the middle of Deuteronomy 28, it just made another statement. These curses gonna continue to go over you because you didn't listen. Because your forefathers didn't listen. Because you didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? If you know to listen, you're gonna hearken to the Lord thy God. Huh? You're gonna simply do what he has asked. Not for your destruction, not just to lead you just to do whatever. It's because his commandments are life. You know what I'm saying? That's the breath of life that Adam was given. His commandments. All right, and verse 46 says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, upon thy seed forever. With our families, thy seed is your families, upon your children forever, man. Forever. That means for a very, very long time. If he says that, man, I don't know how long y'all think forever is. It don't even matter. We can see that these curses has happened to somebody all these times, man. And which is mainly Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. That you can clearly see this happen to. All right? All right, we're going to keep going. Stay with me right quick. All right, I'm gonna get Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Well, let's get 64 first. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. The Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the end of the earth, even unto the other, which thou serve other gods, which neither thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. He's giving a description of what you would be serving, what kind of gods you would, physical gods, you know what I'm saying? Things that we serve even today. Today, you know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual battle today, most definitely. So we can see today, we worship that cobblestone. Our people being in these Islam religions and these Muslim religions, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in Catholicism, you know what I'm saying, in certain forms of Christianity, they serve the wood, you know what I'm saying, which is that Christian cross, you know what I'm saying? Which they have on top of churches sometimes, which the Christ had died on, man. He died on that cross. Why do you think that Christ would like for you to wear a cross on your neck when that was the thing he was sacrificed on? I know some people say, oh, it's a remembrance of what happened to him or everything. But niggas get killed by guns every day. Every day. And if they knew he was wearing the same type of gun on your neck that he got killed with, saying this is represent what he got killed with, they gonna look at you crazy like, why are you even wearing a Uzi on your neck when I got killed by that? Your homeboy done got killed by shot by a Uzi. And you gonna wear that Uzi on your neck like, yeah, he got shot by this. That's how he was killed right here. They gonna be like, what? Hey, it's just you gotta think about what you're doing out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna mock the Christ, man. You don't wanna ever wear that. What you wanna wear is a shield, man. You wanna wear the Magan Dabada. You know what I'm saying? Because it said Christ is gonna sit on the throne of David. You know what I'm saying? That's what you wanna wear. Because that's the throne of David. That's what he's gonna sit on. That's something to honor. That's something honorable. That's not something that shamed him. They hung him on a tree, man. They hung Christ on a tree. You know what I'm saying? To make fun of him, make mockery of him. And two other prisoners, man, that they crucified on their necks. Just think about that. So come on, man. Wear the shield if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. If you're a real Jew, not no fake behind Jew. They don't even wear it. They don't even rock the shield. They don't even rock the shield. These fake Jews don't even wear it. So what make you think that those are the children of God, man? They don't believe in Christ. Christ said, not Christ, but it says that the Lord Christ was sit on the throne of David. If they believed that, they would have wore this. They wear it for believing that the Torah and that's a knock, and that's it. They don't have no real deep history. They know they're not the real people, so they had to make it up and water it down and sully it down to what they think it is, just for them, for their gain and for their profit, and call it Judaism. They believe in Judaism. They believe in, following half of the Bible, not even half. They probably follow like one fourth of the Bible, man. These people, they're not the children of God, man. So we're not even gonna mess with them. All right, Deuteronomy 28:68. The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. As we've gone over plenty of times, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. The children of Israel has never been into Egypt with ships, man. They have not been into Egypt with ships again. Physical Egypt, the land of Egypt, the land that they walk on, they haven't been there again with ships. Because you don't even have to get there through ships. There's no water in between there. You can literally walk out of Egypt into Jerusalem. Right? So they haven't went back to Egypt with ships. So what is talking about in Egypt is talking about bondage. The word literally Egypt means bondage. That's what it means. It means captivity. It means slavery. That's what the word Egypt means. You know what I'm saying? So that's the name for it, because that's in the Bible. It gave the name Egypt because that's what we were in. We were in captivity. We were in bondage. So that's why I gave it that name. By the way of whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and thou shalt be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Right there it says, you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. We have been gone to Egypt again with ships, man. In captivity again with ships. That's over here in America. All right. That's the only time we've been taken over in ships. No other nation has been gone into slavery with cargo slave ships, man. With any type of ship or anything. Only us. Only black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Yes, Hispanics have been taken over in ships into slavery. Yes, those brown people, the Mexicans, man, and those Colombians, and those Brazilians, man, brothers and sisters have been taken over in ships. They got taken right out of America, and we got brought right into America with ships. It happened to them. And it says that no, for bond men, for slack, therefore it shall be sold unto you for bond men and bond women, and no man shall buy you. You know what I'm saying? You look at everybody that tried to buy us, which means redeem us, and said no man shall buy you, which means redeem us, get us out of captivity. Nobody has been able to do it. You had many slave revolts over years, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is not happening to the Jewish man, because they're sitting over there in Israel looking real comfortable right now. For now. For now, they're looking real comfortable. But they ain't going to last. So they're looking real good over there. And no man was going to buy us while we were in slavery, in captivity. You know what I'm saying? You had many people doing slave revolts, man. You had Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? Nat Turner in 1831, man. Tried to redeem our people. And he did that because our people were so oppressed, and he was angry. And he read the Bible. He read the Bible on how we should be able to get out of slavery. He read Proverbs. He read Deuteronomy. He read Psalms, most definitely. That's exactly what he read. He read about the freedom from oppression from his people. And he knew that we were those people, man. He believed it. And he knew how that was our freedom to get out. But he couldn't do it, and he did it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? The only way we were going to get out of those captivities was simply coming to the Most High, but he didn't have the knowledge of that. You know what I'm saying? We were already deep into captivity, into our punishment on those plantations. That's exactly what those tribes have gone through. That, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You had you got Tupac Amaru II. You know what I'm saying? That name rings a bell, Tupac, which was the rapper Tupac was named after. He was named after Tupac Amaru II, which was a Peruvian brother. Most likely the tribe of Gad or the tribe of Asher, one of the two. He was born in Peru, so he was most likely Asher. You know what I'm saying? That's that brother right there from the tribe of Asher tried to do a revolt for his people. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he did. Tupac Amaru II. You know what I'm saying? If you do a history on him, he tried to do almost like Nat Turner did. It was before Nat Turner. Try to get his people free out of captivity. Our people from all the 12 tribes, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, have always tried to revolt. You know what I'm saying? There's even revolts that's not even told, that you don't even know about. That was from all the tribes, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they tried to do. You got Sitting Bull, Chief Joseph from the tribe of Gad. You know what I'm saying? You got all that history written up and everything, man. And this is the thing that we will say, that we should say that's anti-Semitic. That's what we should say that's anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? For Kyrie Irving, for Kanye West. That's what we should say that's anti-Semitic. Because we tried to protect ourselves from them. From when they funded the doggone slave trade and stuff. When they put us in slavery. And we want to learn our history, but they want to call us anti-Semitic for saying we're the Jews. You know what I'm saying? For us wanting to protect ourselves and learn our history. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is devilish. That's some snake stuff right there. That's the things that get you in your mind, you know what I'm saying, worked up and thinking you can't get out of this captivity. That's how you know we only got the Lord that's going to fight for us, man. The Lord going to bring judgment on us. He's just bringing it to the light. The Lord know what he's doing. That's why he's bringing it to the light. That's why Kyrie Irving is bringing this up. That's why Kanye West is bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? Commander General YAHANNA has been going at it for years, man. Pushing and hoping that this truth get out to the mainstream like this right now. That's why we don't blame the brother Kyrie Irving and Kanye West, man. If they so-called apologize or whatever. Kyrie Irving didn't even really apologize. He he takes full responsibility, but he not backing down because he's not really even doing what they want him to do. He's looking to retire now because he hates the fact of being oppressed, man. He got other leagues he can play in. He might want to stay in the NBA, but he got other leagues he can still play. That don't give a damn about the Jewish man. He can still play. But at the same time, what he should do is get in the UPK, man. And let us surround him. He knows that he has us as a defense. He just needs to reach out. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got right there. All right, we're going to get into the topic a little bit. Get to the topic. All right. Yeah, but that's exactly what Kyrie tweeted, man. All he did was retweet the book or the series or whatever documentary it was Hebrews to Negroes, which was a brother that made a book, off the history of us being Hebrews, man. You know what I'm saying? Where is that a crime for him digging up the history, man? That's like a modern day lynching. That's the same thing. That is literally a modern day lynching that you have seen in the media at the NBA. It's like the slave master saying he read this book, he tried to make a claim that he's the real Jews, or he didn't even say that. Kyrie didn't even say that. He just made a claim that we're also the children. We're the children of God. You know what I'm saying? And that's a modern day lynching for a book. That's what happened to our people on the plantations for reading the Bible, man. Our people read the Bible, and then next thing you know, he was getting hung. The only people that they let read the Bible was Nat Turner, just for an example. All he did was teach. They didn't let him read what he wanted. But when he brought up doggone Psalms, which was what David Dawada wrote, you know what I'm saying? The things that he read our captivity. He read where we should get free. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for our freedom, and because our enemies was coming against us. That's what Nat Turner read. You know what I'm saying? And then they wanted to come against Nat Turner after he started a revolt. That's what Kyrie pretty much did. All he did was read in a book. That's literally the same thing. It's not an exaggeration. He literally got lynched for reading a book. Spiritually. Now he's getting taken out. They're making him an example for anybody that says that. Next thing you know, if anybody comes out and says that we're the Jews, the same thing's gonna happen to them. Same thing's gonna happen in whatever media spot, because the Jewish people run everything. So you say it in any avenue, that's it. Next thing you know, they're gonna ask another brother or sister, who do you believe that the Jewish people are? Do you stand with the Jewish people? Yes, I believe that the Jewish people, man. You know what I'm saying? I stand with them. I stand with the white Jewish people. I stand with them because that's wrong. That's hate. That's hate against the Jewish man. That's anti-Semitism. They're not gonna stand for their own people. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be scared because they seen what happened to Kyrie Irving, just like on the plantations, man. When all our people got hung and they made an example out of our people, like buck breaking. All right, that's what they did. All right. So I'm gonna get Revelations 2:9. All right. Revelation 2:9. All right. I know thy works. This is Christ speaking. I know thy works, and tribulation and your poverty. Christ said, I know thy works, tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. He said, I know your works, man. I understand you're working. I understand your tribulation. You know what I'm saying? Your trials and your troubles that you go through. And he knows your poverty. You being in prison or being poor, you know what I'm saying? Not able to pay your bills, man. Not you living on the streets. You living in abandoned buildings. He said he knows your poverty, and he knows all of that. Because that's exactly what he saw in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going on with his people now. And he knows that. He said, but thou art rich, man. How in the world are we rich as a people when we going through what we going through? How are we rich? How is he saying we're rich? Because we are heirs to the kingdom of heaven, man. Because we have a culture we can go back on. Because we the chosen people of the Most High. That's how we're rich, man. Because we still have a chance to come back to the Most High. We still have a chance to be in the kingdom of heaven, to run this earth, man, in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Not being in poverty. Not being suffering and getting killed and shot down in the streets. Not living on the reservations and the barrios. You know what I'm saying? The barrios in the ghettos, man. That's why we're still rich, because we still have that to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I know that blasphemy, man. A blasphemy is an offense, man. An offense. Something you're saying that's just out of line to the Most High. He said, I know that blasphemy of them, which say they are Jews, man. He knows the blasphemy of them that's saying that they're Jews, man. He understands that. Christ understands exactly what's going on now. He gets that these Jewish people out here are saying they're Jews, man. He gets that. He sees it. The Most High sees it, man. He knows that they're in our land right now and blaming us and holding us accountable for saying that we're the chosen people of the Most High. He sees that. You know what I'm saying? He said he knows the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. He sees that. But are not. But are the synagogue of Satan, man. He's going to make them the synagogue of Satan, of Shaitan, man. That's what he said. So we're going to go to 3 and 9. We're going to Revelation 3 and 9, the next chapter over. It says, behold, I will make them the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, man, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. You know what I'm saying? That's what Christ said, man. He said he's going to make them the synagogue of Satan, and he's going to come and make them worship at his feet and our feet, to know that he has loved us, man. Because they have lied. Because they're sitting here accusing us from wanting to come up and get out of our poverty and have a high self-esteem and to build our people up after 400 years of poverty and even the poverty and the oppression that we're still going through to this day, right now. And he said that he's gonna make them the synagogue of Satan. He's gonna make them the synagogue of Satan, and he's gonna let us become heirs to the kingdom of heaven, man. Once we do his will, once we do the Most High's will. That's what we're fighting for in here now. You know what I'm saying? In righteousness. Because we're fighting for what's right. This isn't wrong. You was given this right. But somebody lied on the way because we disobeyed. Now, once we come back to the Most High, we're going to have something to look forward to, man. We're going to have something given to us. A reward, man. You're going to get rewarded for following the Most High in these last days. For being the outcast, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that shield of David on, man. Rock that thing, man. Let them know exactly what it is, man. Wear your shield. We're not no shield tuckers around here. I wear my shield everywhere I go. To let you know, yes, I am him. I am with them. Sometimes I try to make sure I wear a UPK shirt to let them know, yes, I'm I.S.U.P.K, the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? And we teach our brothers and sisters who we are, man. All right? So, one thing you got to do, man, you got to value the life of your people more than white people want you to. That's what you got to do. You got to value the life of your people more than they want you to. Because they don't want you to value the people, you know what I'm saying, your people's lives, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to value your own people's lives, man. they're gonna look at you like they're not even concerned. Like, what do you think? They're not asking you what's going on. They're not concerned with what's going on with your people or your communities. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as somebody say, "Oh, we're the real Jews," or we was Hebrews and now we're Negroes," they defend their people in a heartbeat. And we don't do the same. We need to do that. The I.S.U.P.K, we most definitely defending our people. That's what we're doing. We're not letting this thing go. We're not gonna apologize for nothing, for Nathan. We're not apologizing for you know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. We're not doing that out here, man. Because we don't have to apologize. We're telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Value your people's lives, man. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Let's go to Revelation 13 and 10, man. Revelation 13 and 10. All right. This is raw and uncut right here. This is just straight up what it is. Most people don't like to hear this, but it is what it is. Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. As we know, these people have led us into captivity. The Jewish man has most definitely funded the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? And they most definitely have given us to these other white tribes of Esau, bringing us over here, killing our people, and letting us lead us into captivity in this land. We might not. People think we're not in captivity because we're not in chains, and because we're not in because we're not up against. You know what I'm saying? We're not in chains or we're not locked up in cabins, but we locked up in jails. You know what I'm saying? We're still here working for your people. You know what I'm saying? For the children of your ancestors, we're still working for them. You know how you haven't given us nothing that we're owed for working for you. You know what I'm saying? For slaving on your plantations. We're the children of slaves, man. And not only to have you put us in captivity just for whatever gain, you have done the unthinkable. You have raped us. You have robbed our people. You have pillaged us. You killed our people. You buck breaking us, our men. You cut the feces and the babies out of our women's stomachs. The Trail of Tears from the tribe of Gad, the native Indians. You've stomped on children's heads, babies' heads, and you dashed them against the stones, man. Because we were walking too slow in the Trail of Tears. That's what you've done. You're taking it far. This is why the Lord is going to have vengeance on this earth, man, for what you have done to the children of Israel, man. Just because you think, oh, that was in the past or whatever. Heck no. The Lord will repay, and that's biblical prophecy because it hasn't gone to pass. The Lord not slack, man. You're not about to let this go on for any longer. How long do you think you're going to sit here and oppress his people for any longer? How long do you think it's going to keep going? How long do you think you're going to keep doing this to these 12 tribes, man? To the apple of his eye, to his children. How long do you think you're going to keep doing this? You think you're going to keep doing this after we obey him too? You think after we're doing what he says and we're following his word, you think he's just going to keep letting this go? Heck no. Hell no. He gonna unloosen this thing, man. He gonna loosen vengeance on this earth, man. And he's gonna put his anger into Christ and to his people to execute vengeance among the heathen, man. That's what he's gonna do. For the wrong they have done. You know what I'm saying? The people gonna get what they deserve, man. what you reap, you shall sow, man. It's like what you sow, you shall reap. That's what you're gonna get back tenfold what you did, man. You're gonna repay you double. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. That's what it is. All right, let's get Revelation 21 and 12. All right. Let's cut the Jewish man real quick. Revelation 21 to 12. And had a great wall. It's like, and had a wall great and high. And had 12 gates, man. Right here, if we get some context. This is what the kingdom of heaven. This is John the Revelator seeing the kingdom of heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming to pass. This is the entrance into the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? This is what John the Revelator is saying. He's saying, it had a great wall. It had a wall great and high. And had 12 gates, man. 12 gates. At the gates 12 angels. And names written thereon, which the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Right. This is what John the Revelator was saying. He saw 12 gates, man. How in the world the Jewish man gonna say they the Jews, they the people of God, and get offensive when they're not even written in the book of life? This is why they only follow the Torah and the Tanakh. Because they know that they don't have 12 tribes to go from. Because they can't tell the difference between their people, man. Well, we can. We can tell the difference between our 12 tribes because we're unique. And you could tell who the tribe of Judah is: Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar, man. You can see all 12 of them, the difference between them, the uniqueness between this peculiar nation, this special nation, this speckled bird, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. We're different. And we're unique, man. And a special people unto the Most High. And it says that we had 12 gates, man. 12 gates for the 12 tribes of Israel. 12,000 men and children, or mainly men in the 144,000, at these gates, man, entering in. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. Because we're supposed to be the ones entering that kingdom, man. 12 tribes. Not one tribe called Jewish or whatever they want to say. Whatever the hell they want to talk about. That ain't it. And it said, which names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel? All right. So let's look real quick. All right. I'm going to read out a book. Since they want to say they got 12 tribes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they ain't even say they got 12 tribes. They want to call themselves the Jews, the children of the Most High. We got this book right here called The 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler. Right here. 13th Tribe. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's called the 13th Tribe, man. We got on page 200, man. It says where from. All right, 200. On page 200, it says where from. Where are these Jewish people from? It says page 200. It says two basic facts emerged from our survey: that the spirits of the Khazar nation from its historic habitat and the simultaneous appearance of adjacent regions to the northwest of the greatest concentration of Jews since the beginning of the diaspora. Since the two are obviously connected, historians agree that immigration from Khazaria have been contributed to the growth of Polish Jewry, man. It said Khazaria, which is short for Khazars, which is exactly where the Jewish man is, the Khazars. If you look that up. And it said that Khazaria must have contributed to the growth of Polish Jewry. Where else did they come? They come from Poland. That's where the fake Jews come over from the land of Israel. That's where they in now. They come from Poland. In a conclusion supported by the evidence cited in previous chapters, but they feel less about the extent of its contribution. All right, here it is. The size of the Khazar immigration compared to the influx of Western Jews and their respective share in the genetic make of the modern Jewish community. That's what their genetic makeup is, man. Of the modern Jewish community. Not what it was in the past. Not the ancient Israelites, the people of God who it was talking about, man. That's not who it is. All right? Modern Jewish community. In other words, in fact, that Khazars immigrated in substantial numbers to Poland. It is established beyond dispute. The question is whether they provided the bulk of new settlement or its hardcore, as it were. To find an answer to this question, we must sum the idea of size of immigration of quote unquote the real Jews from the West. That's what a white man wrote this, by the way. He wrote this, by the way, saying, man, now people sitting here lying, man. Saying they're the 13th tribe. That's what he calling them, man. Not saying they're actually a 13th tribe, that they're a tribe. He's doing it as quote unquote. He's doing it in as a sarcasm, man. Like that's what they calling themselves as Jews, man. These people have not been here before we left. All right, that's what that is in that book. But we do have this book right here that we have for so many years, Babylon to Timbuktu, on page 84, as we bring out all the time. In the year 65 BC. All right, this is Babylon to Timbuktu, all right? Boom. By Rudolph R. Windsor, a black man. In the year 65 BC, the Romans armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem, man. That's what happened. This is the prophecy that Christ was talking about when he said that our land was going to get taken over. Christ told this, man. He prophesied that. And people don't understand that. They didn't understand exactly what it was. That's why people flee from that, which is about to say. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state. It's saying Jewish because people just call Jews Jewish for some reason. Because they don't understand that Jewish actually means not a real Jew. With great slaughter. So they put it to the end of the Jews with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residents of the people. During the period of Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that 1 million Jews fled into Africa, man, fleeing Roman persecution. There goes that prophecy that Christ said. And slavery. And slave markets were full of Jewish blacks slaves, man. They got some of us. You know what I'm saying? And they sold us to our enemies. All right? That's another example of what happened. Over and over and over. All right? So real quick, as we get into closing in about 30 minutes, or a little less than 30 minutes, these people got a list of what happened to Kyrie, man. To Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is right now parting ways with Nike. Nike is parting ways with Kyrie, man. and they not about to release his next sneaker or whatever that he had coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because of what happened. And you know Nike is gonna accept anything and everything just to make money. If you understand their history. You know what I'm saying? They accept the LGBT community. They accept, transgenders. They accept everything under the sun. And they say there's no racism. They try to accept Colin Kaepernick. But now that Kyrie has done nothing just to get the Jewish man's respect or money or whatever they have in their office, which is probably them, they want to say they want to part ways with Kyrie just because of that reason. All right. Right here it says, Nike parts ways with Kyrie Irving as controversy swerves over Brooklyn Nets star apparent endorsement of anti-Semitic film. They calling that Hebrews to Negroes an anti-Semitic film. Irving has a signature line with Nike since 2014. He's been with Nike for 2014, making them rich. All right? People wearing his shoe and making them rich by them buying his shoe. You know what I'm saying? He made money off it too, but they made more money off of him just by people buying his shoe. Since 2014, man. They've been with him for 2014. And Kyrie, it's like Nike has suspended its relationship with Kyrie and canceled its plans to release his next signature shoe into the latest chapter of ongoing fallout since the Brooklyn Nets guard tweeted to link filming anti-Semitic material. This is sad, bro. They wanna sit here and make an example of our brother, man. But we not gonna back down, man. We not gonna back down. We're gonna defend Kyrie, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna defend Kanye West and anybody that wants to sit here and tell the truth, you know what I'm saying, as we spread. And you can't get mad at these brothers and sisters, man, for trying to come out here and say this. You know what I'm saying? They don't have our job. We have the job to do this. You know what I'm saying? If they would come up here and do the same thing we do, we would understand. But if they can't hold on, you can't hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't sign up for it. They might not have that much strength to do it. Everybody's not built to be a priest and a prophet in the I.S.U.P.K. and to spread, the truth of the Most High in Christ, man. Who Christ came for and who Christ died for, man. And our lineage and our heritage and what's true for us to be, man. Everybody ain't built for that. So therefore, don't go down on your brother. You know what I'm saying? Commend him for even going out saying that and holding on as long as he can. You know what I'm saying? For the truth. And he's still doing it, by the way. But it's coming to the point where they're gonna get rid of him. The Nets gonna get rid of him. And he might not ever play another day in the NBA again after this, which is most likely gonna happen. If he does, I'll be surprised. This is what Nike said. At Nike, we believe that there's no place for hate speech, and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism. The Beaver or based company said that to the end, we've made a decision to suspend our relationship with Kyrie Irving effectively immediately and no longer launch the Kyrie 8, which is his next sneaker. They're saying that there's no place for hate speech. Nike said that there's no place for hate speech. But when Colin Kaepernick said that his people were getting killed in the streets and took a knee in the NFL, y'all didn't call that hate speech because he was defending his people. But Kyrie tweeted a book in a documentary saying that Hebrews went to Negroes. That's hypocritical. Then you're liars right there. This is why we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of right here. This is why we say that. Because they're hypocritical and they're liars and deceivers. and don't realize they're stupid behind lies and selfishness amongst us, man. They're selfish, man. These people are selfish people and won't hold themselves accountable. This is why we call them that. This is exactly why we say that. That's hypocritical right there, man. How you gonna say that Kyrie has hate speech, man? But you didn't call Colin Kaepernick's thing hate speech. Shows you who they're working with. Shows you. And I don't give a damn about these doggone coon behind niggas in the doggone industry, man. Doggone Shaq, doggone these rappers, some of these rappers, coons too, weak behind niggas, doggone saying, oh, I stand with the Jewish people because they know they got a doggone paycheck coming in every freaking week. A doggone $300,000 a week coming in from them. Just to rap about some bullshit. Slovakia. I ain't saying nothing. You ain't talking about nothing out here, man. We don't in the I.S.U.P.K, man, we don't do what we do for a check, man. We not out here working for money. You gotta be crazy to be in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We working because we sitting here telling this thing. We out here on the streets and the corners every Saturday trying to do our duty to the Most High every week. We out here teaching every week. We out here speaking every week. We out here doing outreaches, food drives, homeless drives. We out here reaching our people and raising the dead every day, every week. And we're doing this because we're fools for the sake of Christ. And we're not getting paid for it. We ain't getting paid for this. But they are. They're getting paid to talk about some crap. What we do is priceless, is what I'm trying to say. What we're doing is priceless. We're standing up for a cause, man. The Most High ain't no soft nigga, man. He's not some soft spirit, some soft man. He's a man of war, as the scriptures say. He's coming for everybody through us. That's why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do. We're not out here speaking soft and smooth words, man. We're telling you the truth. And we ain't backing down for nothing. We selling out for nothing, man. Let me keep going, man. I'm gonna get Hosea on 1 and 10, man. We're gonna close this out. We're gonna continue to see exactly who the Lord is with. Alright? Because payback is a dog, bro. Payback is a dog. For sure. Hosea 1 and 10, man. I'm going to start at 9. This is what Hosea was talking about at the time with the children of Israel, man. He was talking about exactly what our people were going through and how the Most High was angry with us, but what will come to pass, man. All right. Hosea 1 and 9. Then said God, call his name Loami. That's spelled Loami. Loami. Which ye for are not my people. That's what Loami means, by the way. It says, then called God his name Loami, for which are ye are not my people. This is what the Lord called the children of Israel, man. He called them that word. You know what I'm saying? Because he was not dealing with us at the time, man. He said, you're not my people right now. You know what I'm saying? because you're not acting like my people. You can't be my people if you're not following me. How can we be the Lord's chosen people if we're not following the Most High? All right? The Jewish man ain't following him either. All right? Think about that. So think about the change we can do. All right? For ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. That's what the Most High said. This is what Hosea was talking about. Verse 10, though. Yet, because of that, he said, yet, but the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, no number. He said, you're not going to be my people, but the number of my people, the children of Israel, shall be as the sand of the sea. Y'all still going to multiply here. Y'all still going to multiply, because that's what y'all do, because all these 12 tribes, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, love to have babies, man. That's what we love to do. We love to multiply. As I talked about earlier, the Lord didn't choose us because we were much in number, but we were the fewest. But guess what? We love to multiply. Later on in Hosea, he's saying that we're going to be as the sand of the sea. We're going to be numerous because we are having babies left and right. Issachar, one family of a male or woman, at least has doggone the least of 5 babies. They don't stop at 5. That's the least. Their minimum is probably 10. Doggone Benjamin, Judah got doggone have babies, doggone it. Gad. All these 12 tribes have babies, man, over and over. All right, that's what we like to do. Our people love to have families, man. Even in our poverty, even though we don't have nothing, we still take the chance because we find joy in family, man. We've had joy in just having a baby, even though it's a struggle to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Because we're finding something to live for. You know what I'm saying? We don't kill ourselves out here. We actually find something to live for. You know what I'm saying? We're a strong people. We can survive through this poverty because we're that strong people. We get through that stuff, man. That's what we get through. So right there it says that the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. It shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, where it says, where it was said unto them saying the children of Israel, where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. You know what I'm saying? In that place where it was said unto them, I'm reading it again, ye are not my people. In that place, where is that place right now that we're said, that we're called, we're not his people? That's what they're saying to us now. We're not the children of God. Or they're trying to make a claim or trying to block it out that we're not the children of God. That's what they're saying to us now. That we're not his people, man. In the same place where it said that, though, it shall come to pass that in that place where it was said to them, ye are not my people, the children of Israel, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the children of the living God. Ye are the children of the living God. All right, let me break it down slowly. So I was all over the place right there. In the same place where it was said that we're not the children of the Most High, there is going to be said that we are the children of the Most High. We were not called the children of the Most High here in America. That's for damn sure. That you could bet $1 million on that we were not called the children of God here. We were called spics, niggas, and savages. That's what we were called here. We were called nagger here. We were called nothing. We were called, what did they say? One third of a man or whatever they called it when we were in slavery. We were in slavery during the 4th of July. They killed you based on Columbus Day. They killed you based on Thanksgiving. They put your children in cages, man. They demonized the tribe of Issachar, the Mexicans, saying that they killed each other. You know what I'm saying? They demonized them, saying they were killing each other and stuff, man. They demonized them to be barbaric when they were the ones that were barbaric. That's what they called us here in the land of the Most High. It's like it here in this land, man. That we're not his people, but in the same place here that we were called that we were called not his people. Here it shall be said that we are the children of the Most High. And that is coming to pass right now in front of your face, man. With this Kyrie Irving stuff going on. This is the Lord, as we say our prayers on the Sabbath day, on Sabbath service, saying, open up the airways. You know what I'm saying? So this truth can get out. And the Lord is answering that prayer, man. Commander General YAHANNA put that together, him and the generals put that together to pray for the Most High, to open up the airways so the Lord can hear our prayer for this truth to go out for our people to know that they are children of the Most High. And it's happening right now. It's happening. The airways, the internet waves. That's what we're talking about. That's what we pray on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the nation of Israel. And we're sitting there and the Lord is making it happen. He's putting it right in people's face right now. He's showing the hypocrisy of them and showing and letting people wake up. People that don't even understand are seeing, like, why are they coming against him for saying this? And they're going to go look this up, and they're going to run into the ISUPK, man. So Most High in Christ for that. So there it's going to say that we're the children of the Most High. Here in this land now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing that Christ was fighting for, man, for the children of Israel. As you read when he came, plenty of times, he said he came and fought for the children of Israel because he wanted to bring his people together and become one stick again. One joint branch. That wild olive branch that was off, he's going to make us one nation again. That's the plan of the Most High. All right? That's what Zephaniah 2:1 is talking about too. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. All right? Here we go. Verse 11. Then, Hosea 1:11. It's heavy. And shall the children of Judah. All right? It's talking about the children of Judah, which is just like we talked about earlier. When it's talking about Judah, it's talking about the children that was in Jerusalem. The tribes that was in Jerusalem mainly. All right? Mainly had Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Not just talking about the children of the tribe of Judah. When it says Judah, in this context, it's talking about the children of those three tribes that was mainly in Jerusalem. You had the Levitical priest, and you had the tribe of Benjamin, and the tribe of Judah, which Christ reigns from, that was in Judea and Jerusalem, in our homeland at the time. So it said, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel. So it's making a distinction between who was separated right there. The children of Israel and the children of Judah, both us. All right? Shall be gathered together. The children of Israel are those tribes that were scattered, man. All right? That were scattered and left Jerusalem because of the split and the disagreements and the in-house issues of our brethren, man, that we had against each other. That's why we left. That's why they left the land of Israel, man, Jerusalem. And they thought they should just go ahead and make their own government, make their own thing, and split from their other brothers, man. Because there was greed going on, there was separation and unbrotherly things that were going on between our nations, man. And that's what beat us, because we weren't looking at each other as brothers and sisters, man. We was looking at each other based off of class, man. Based off of riches, based off of who was here first. Who's the head tribe? Who did this? Who's making a claim? Man, that's what they did with Christ. They did that with Christ. They're like, man, Christ, he's from the tribe of Judah. You know how he was born? He was born out of wedlock. He was born of his parents having sex before the ceremony, which they saw as a tradition was against the Most High. They thought that was just the worst thing ever. And they're saying, like, he's going to be king over us? He's the Messiah? They're looking at him like that. That's how they looked at Christ, man. That's like the same stupid greed. And yes, Christ, him, that guy right there that was born out of wedlock and born into a broken, system out of the ghetto is going to be king, man. Over you. Going to be king over Israel, over these 12 tribes. But that's how we looked at each other. We looked at each other with class and stuff and greed, and that's what separated us, because we didn't have love for one another, man. We didn't have compassion for one another. And we sitting here letting these people in our land right now, sitting here claiming that they have love for one another, claim to be us. You know what I'm saying? They're claiming to be us and saying they have the society and the age, you know what I'm saying, and everything coming against us. You know what I'm saying? It's going against us. They're taking money from us, man. You become a rapper, entertainer, anything, they're taking millions from our people, man. They're barely getting paid, man. What in the world? They are conquering over us over greed, man. And using our talents over this earth, which we by default run this earth, but not in righteousness because of our talents. Just imagine if the Most High was on our side, man. What if he was on our side? And we did what we were supposed to do, and we had love for one another, man. What if that was the case? What can we do, man? We could be great under the Most High. But that's why them other 10 tribes left Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? That's why. So let me read it from the top. Hosea 1:11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together. Then shall the children of Israel and the children of Judah and the children of Israel shall be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, man. One head, bro. Look, your body has one head, right? Look, I got one head, one body, one faith, one baptism, one head. We're gonna become one people again. All right, that's what this is saying. That's what Hosea is saying here. We're gonna appoint ourselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land. For great shall be the day of Jezreel, man. We shall come out of the land that we were scattered into, man. You know, those 10 tribes scattered to, and where all 12 tribes are scattered now. And where we're going to come one head now, under the Most High. All right? So I'm going to give one more verse, man, and we're going to close it out. Romans 9:25. We're skipping all the way to the New Testament. All right? You know what? Let me give you, all right, we're going to close this out, but let me give you the list. I'm going to give you the list. Right, exactly. Right, Donna, man. Brother, whoever that is. Exactly. The body of Christ is the one head. Exactly. That's who the one head is. And he's going to bring the 12 tribes of Israel under him as one head, one stick, that wild olive branch that it was talking about in the scriptures, becoming together. The prodigal son also is talking about those 10 tribes coming back together as being one nation again, under Christ. One head. Right, exactly. So, I'm going to give you the list that they told Kyrie Irving, man, real quick. This right here will bring anger to a man, right? To a black man, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, if you understand what's going on. All right. I'm about to close it out a little bit. said Ezekiel 47, 22, 23. Right, I'm familiar with that, right? Exactly. Yeah, Ezekiel, right. Exactly. The Lord was going to give us those lands, man. It's definitely going to bring us together again. All right, this is the list right here that they try to tell Kyrie Irving, man. This is the list that this oppressor is gonna give Kyrie Irving. They gave him 6 tasks, like a homeborn slave, man, that they try to do to us, man. This is what they try to give Kyrie right here. This is number 1 that they said the list. They talking about steps to staying on the team so he can stay on the doggone Nets again. This is what they said. Number 1, issue an apology for posting the link. So he has to do that, which he barely did. He didn't even really do it. He was just like, I hold myself accountable. That's all he said. He never really came out and said, I'm sorry. I mean, he did on Instagram. He did a little bit. But he's still fighting back, and he still hasn't done this whole list. And he says he might retire. Number 2, complete the anti-hate causes that Kyrie Irving, the Nets, and the Anti-Defamation League agreed to. Include a $500,000 donation towards causes that eradicate hate towards the Jewish communities. So they wanted him to donate $500,000. That's another thing, which he shouldn't do. Give him a damn thing. Verse 3, complete sensitivity training. Sensitivity training. They're going to take him through training. They're going to talk to him and be like, they're probably going to get him in a room and be like some therapists and be like, are you sorry for what you've done? How would you say you're sorry? Okay. All right, that's good. Now explain to the people why you're sorry. How do you feel about them? And why you accidentally hurt them? They're going to take him through some sensitivity training. Why do you have to be sensitive about saying that you're the children of Israel? That you went from Hebrews to Negroes. He didn't even say we're the children of Israel. He didn't even say we're the real Jews and they fake. He didn't say none of that. All he said was we went from Hebrews to Negroes. That brother that wrote that book. That's all he said. So they're going to take him sensitivity training for that. All right? So you understand that they're coming against us because they understand that the truth is out. All right? They get what's going on. Number 4. This is what they're going to take them through also. That they're saying. Complete anti-Semitic, anti-hate training designed by the Nets. As if they know what the hell going on. I guess now all of a sudden they got they brought somebody in. They hired a doggone Jewish man to come talk about anti-Semitism on the Net staff. Oh, wow. Okay. Number 5. Meet with representatives from the Anti-Defamation League, as well as the Jewish community leaders in Brooklyn. Of course, they got Jewish people all throughout these industries and all through the league and everything. Now he has to meet with them, the Anti-Defamation League, and Jewish community leaders in Brooklyn, for whatever reason. They ain't even explaining. Number 6, after completing 1 to 5, meet with Joe Tsai and lead franchise officials to demonstrate lessons learned that the gravity of harm caused in this situation understood, and provide assurances that his type of behavior will not be repeated. All right. In a nutshell, if you wanted to go back when we were on the plantations, God doggone it, you get 50 lashes, man. That's what the hell that is. 50 lashes right there. That's what that is. You get 50 lashes showing, hey, I'm not going to do this again. He's showing an example to the rest of the league of what's going on. That's it. Hands down, that's what the fuck that is. Salakia. Forgive me, for the men above me, if you're hearing this. It's lacking for my language. That's what that is. 50 lashes right there on the spot. These people are selfish, man. And they are devils, and they understand what's going on with our people. And they are trying to be, act like they're the victims, man. And we don't play the victim in here either. We don't play the victim. We play the people that's fighting back to get what was owed to us from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. The end all be all. You know what I'm saying? So let me leave this last verse. This is one more verse I'm closing out right here. This is going to be the precept from Romans 9 and 25, man. This is Romans 9 and 25. As I read Hosea 1 and 10 and through 11, this is Romans 9 and 25 that's going to prove that. All right? Paul was talking right here in Romans 9 and 25. Let's go. Romans 9 and 25. As he said in OC, all right? He says, as he said in OC, which is spelled O-S-E-E in the scriptures. That is talking about Hosea. Translated in Hosea. That's why the New Testament was written in Greek, so y'all understand it's going to be spelled, some words are going to be spelled different. Some names are going to be spelled different. So as he said in OC, I will call them my people, which were not my people. What did we just read in Hosea 1 and 11? We just read where he said that there, the children of God, that the children of God was called not his people, would be called his people. All right? So it says, I will call them my people, which were not my people. So Paul is referring back to OC saying the same exact thing. Now we're going to be the children of God at the end of the day, man. We're going to be called the children of God again. It's exactly what you're seeing come to pass now. People are going to see that. It's on the horizon right now, so the whole world can see it. All right? That's exactly what's going to happen for us, man, for the children of Israel, for obeying the Most High, which was not beloved. At verse 26, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, again, the same thing, there shall they be called the children of the living God, man. That's it. That's what's going to happen for the children of Israel. All right? So with that, this is Officer 50 of Kazamar with a scripture breakdown class talking about exactly how we defended Kyrie, man, which we have defended Kyrie. I'm going to close out with that, man. This is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements right here. All right. This is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We at the I.S.U.P.K start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. For rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and the sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and the sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 through 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, means tenth in Hebrew, ma'ashera. 10% of any it's like a 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. All right. Upcoming holy convocations. The Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah, man. The 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. Saturday, 17th December 2022 for 8 days. First Maccabees 4 and 52 through 61. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.